Okay, so I'm out in the garage. I've had the heater running. I got up to about 60 out here, and it feels fantastic. It's a lot warmer in here. Now I could actually function a little bit. And I started, cleaning stuff out from underneath the front of the truck. So I had some boxes under there. I had a bucket under there for standing on. But the box was all my exhaust elbows and 45s and stuff from when I was doing the exhaust. So I just pushed it underneath the truck to get out of my way, because there's limited room in here because I'm a pack rat. And when I pulled that box out, I found this. Ready for it? What is all that stuff? Leaking from somewhere. It's everywhere. See it? All over this box. So we have to go on a scavenger hunt. So did I just flip you the wrong way? I don't know if I did. Let me see. No, we're the right way. Okay. Who knows? We might be upside down. So now the only thing that I have done, because I've started this thing multiple times and there's no puddles under it. The only thing that I have topped off and now have that is power steering. Now with this setup, this was a 4-cylinder engine that was in here. And I kept the 4-cylinder power steering hose, which you can. It's the same fitting on the same high pressure fitting on the 4-cylinder than it is on the V8 like Silverado one. So I just looped it around behind the back of the rack and put it into the pump. Done deal. I have power steering. It works. But now I have a leak, and I don't know where that leak's coming from, because I topped the power steering off and now there's oil there. So it's got to be coming from that, I would think. And every time I started this engine, I always had a touch of smoke on the driver's side coming off like the manifold area. But I could never find a leak. I, feel around, wipe around. There was never a leak. So I'm thinking it was probably has a pinhole in the line and it's squirting it up and hitting the exhaust manifold in a weird area where I can't see it. So I'm going to get a flashlight and the creeper. We're going to slide on this thing and we're going to see where that's coming from. And while I'm down there, we're going to dump the oil out of it. Alright, I'm going to pause you for a moment. Okay. There is our puddle of oil from this morning. It is power steering fluid coming from the reservoir. So I am going to try and figure out a way to stop that. Coming from the Hydra-static return that has been blocked off, but obviously the plug is not working, so I'm gonna have to do something a little more drastic. Stick with me. So what we got here, you can't really see all that well. Let me see if I can get this angle down there. Okay, yeah, you can see right here. If you look straight down right there, that is off the power steering reservoir. Okay? Now, let me zoom in. Right there, that is off the power steering reservoir, and that is where my power steering leak is coming from, because I just got a bolt jammed in there with a clamp. A wire clamp on it, and it's leaking around the threads and coming out. So I'm gonna have to delete this. Now, the reason why that is there is because this power steering pump had a Hydra-static power brake booster. Okay, now that power brake booster was on the GM Yukon XL. This truck has a vacuum booster. So I use this pump because I had it. I use this pump because I had it. So what I'm going to show you basically on the bench. Let me pull back here.
And boy, did they ever produce them. Over 100
off the side of that reservoir, it's got a piece of 3/8, and then it's got a barb. And that was the return line for the Hydra-static unit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that barb off. Okay.
You could have bought one new
And
back
then
in the day
I am
for
going to
anywhere
take
from
one of
$1,500
these.
to
This is,
$3,500. Nowadays, a pristine
it
example
looks like
this
quarter
one
pipe
will
thread
go to a collector for as much as 20 grand.
to a 3/8 compression fitting. I'm going to basically
And before yesterday's opening tractor
take
race,
this nut,
Justin Bell caught up with
slide
a
it onto the
special guest
reservoir,
racer. Well, rock stars and racing
take the ferrule, slide the reservoir on the reservoir,
well, John Oates, that is a new one, isn't it?
use this and crimp it,
I've got about 25 years
and that's going to seal that part of it, and then I'm just going to put some tape or sealant on this and put a plug in it. And that, by rights, should solve my leak.
Those are brave words, because
So I am going to get set up here. I'm going to get that all drained, and then we'll go to the next step. Alright, so we're going to try and cut that barb off. This could go very wrong. So let's just try it. Here we go. Alright. That was quick work. Get rid of this. Alright. So we got a burr on here. We're going to have to get rid of that burr. But that's what I wanted to do. Got a little bit of a mess. Not bad though. I've had bigger messes, trust me. Let me get up here. Let's take a gander. Can you see? Let's see. Oh, that ain't all that bad. I thought that was going to be a lot worse. But what the plan is we're going to take this nut, and we're going to put a nut on here. We're going to put this nut on there. I'm going to try. First, we're going to clean that burr off of there. So let's get our file here. I'm going to pause you guys while I get a file. Okay, so let's see if I can get at this. We're on a file. I'm going to get underneath there. I'm going to go down there and see if we can get that filed up. And just take the burr off it. You know? This is actually, believe it or not, the best angle for this. I think that we're good. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to try our nut and our ferrule on there. Okay, so coming down. Reach my arm up. I got my nut here. There we go. Our nut is on there. That's going to work out. Okay. Now, try our ferrule. Okay. Now, let's see if I can use. Yeah, see, we got to go on just a little bit further. But the burr is gone, which is good. So now I'm going to use this piece. There we go. There we go, kid. I want to get a look at that from your guys' angle. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. All right, now you understand what I'm doing here. I'm coming to cap that off, so we don't have no more leak, because that rubber thing just isn't cutting it. That rubber plug, and never, those rubber plugs with a bolt never work. I don't even know what possessed me to try doing that, but it never works. I'm gonna get some wrenches here. Let's see. We got 3/4. And I have to say, I think that nut is 5/8 maybe. Could be 9/16. I don't know yet. And if this intake tube was out of my way, this repair would be real easy. But I'm underneath. No sweat. We can take care of this. So, put that on there.
Annuities can provide protected income for life. Learn more at retirement.
My other arm up there, maybe. Let me see. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna hold this nut with this wrench, and we're gonna lock this down like this. Okay. Let's see. Nice. Okay. Now I'm gonna crack it free, so I can take a look at it. Down here. And that ain't going anywhere, my friends. Alright. Okay, I'm coming up to take a look. And we got it. Alright, cool. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a plug for this end. I'm gonna pause you guys for a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom you guys in. There we go. Now, I found my pipe sealant, which is awesome. So, take a little bit of this pipe sealant. Put it on there like that. Okay. So then I take it and I just go around.
I love working with Charlotte. She's just so much fun.
Use your finger.
Attitude.
It's gonna.
And Kilter women have way more fun.
It's gonna.
Sorry, little plants.
Smooch into all those threads. So you don't have to go all the way around it. It's gonna smooch right in there. Okay, so here is our quarter pipe side of the compression fitting.
Makes me feel good knowing that I'm the one
Okay.
who got it and I know where
These are used. This is all out of my heavy equipment stuff.
I'm gonna go grab the noodles from my pack.
It's used for
I made them right before we came
air
out.
brakes and stuff like that. That's what all those fittings
Oh
are
my
for.
god! That looks so Just kept them in some oil in a little plastic
But
baggie.
today we're using it for a power steering reservoir, power brake booster return plug. So, okay. Oh, got my wrench. Alright, so we're just gonna put this on here like this.
We didn't just goof off. We actually harvested this massive
wonder-
amount of clams.
Oh yeah.
Jane, it's so good.
I know.
If you were in a 5-star restaurant, this would be so good.
It's not my margarita influencing you. This is actually
Oh
a
no.
color mix.
Okay, so
Holy
now that's
moly.
tight. We don't need pipe sealant on the other part of it because
He celebrates.
that's not pipe, it's tubing. So that's done. Alright, I'm gonna put you back over there and we're gonna install this part of it. Okay, we're back to here. So now we got our pipe plug and that part of it, and this is our tubing part. Let's start that on there. Okay. Let's get our wrenches up there and tighten up on it one last time. We don't, like I said, this is the same thing as that little. It's the same thing as that little oil pressure line, oil gauge line. Same thing. It's just bigger. This is 3/8 instead of 1/8 inch. So let's tighten down on this. Okay. Let me see if I can get this part of it to turn. Yeah, that's what I want to turn. Oh, put this wrench on here. And there. One more, maybe. And final one. There we go. There. And there is your return line hack. I'm going to take you underneath so you can see it as well. But let me zoom you. Okay. Let's go underneath. That is how you delete the hydrostatic return line to the reservoir properly. And it's right there. And that's it. We're looking really good. That should not leak. So, thanks for watching. Tomorrow morning I'll come out and take another video.